friends, welcome back to my channel Only Bio. Presenting up the NCERT based MCQs from the chapter Human Reproduction, all which will be helpful for the students planning to appear for NEET, CET, KVPY, Olympiad, and this would also help the students from HSC, CBSE, ICSE and IGCSE. So in this segment, let us solve the MCQs from 71 to 80. Friends, we are almost nearing 100. I hope you are following up the series. Do check with the playlist for the other chapters as well. Question number 71. The stage of the embryo in which all the body parts can be identified is dash. A. Baby. B. Fetus. C. Baby embryo. D. None of these. And the correct answer for this question is C. So baby embryo is that stage in which all the parts of the body can be identified. Question number 72. Test tube babies grow in dash. A. Mother's uterus. B. Mother's oviduct. C. Test tube. D. None of these. And the correct answer for this question is mother's uterus. You know, in vitro fertilization, that is test tube baby, that particular technique, wherein the sperm and the oocyte are made to fuse in the test tube. So the first cell of the life, that is zygote, is formed in the test tube and hence it's called as test tube baby. But after which this structure is implanted in the mother's uterus because it has to implant itself in the endometrium of the uterus wherein the baby will start growing in the uterus itself. Question number 73. Column 1 contains terms and column 2 contains definitions. Match them correctly and choose the right answer. So column 1 we have A. Parturition, B. Gestation, C. Ovulation, D. Implantation, E. Conception. And in column 2 we have P as attachment of zygote to the endometrium, Q as release of egg from the Graafian follicle, R. Delivery of baby from the uterus, S. Duration between pregnancy and birth, T. Formation of zygote by fusion of egg and sperm, U. Stoppage of ovulation and menstruation. And the options given are option A, wherein it says A can be matched with Q, B, S, C, P, D, T, E, R. Option B, A, S, B, R, C, P, D, T, E, Q. Option C, A, T, B, P, C, Q, D, R, E, S. And option D, A, R, B, S, C, Q, D, P, E, T. And the correct answer for this question is D, A, R. That is, parturition is delivery of the baby from the uterus. B, S. That is, gestation is the duration between pregnancy and birth. C, Q. Ovulation. That is, release of egg from the Graafian follicle. DP, that is implantation, attachment of zygote to the endometrium. ET, that is conception, is formation of zygote by fusion of egg and sperm. So that's the right answer. Question number 74. What happens during fertilization in humans after many sperms reach close to the ovum? A. Cells of corona radiata trap all the sperms except one. B. Only two sperms nearest to the ovum penetrate the zona pellucida. C. Secretions of acrosome helps one sperm enter the cytoplasm of the ovum through zona pellucida. D. All sperms except the one nearest to the ovum lose their tails. And the correct answer for this question is C. So what exactly happens during fertilization? When many sperms reach close to the ovum, the secretions of the acrosome helps one sperm to enter the cytoplasm of the ovum through zona pellucida. So that's the right answer. Question number 75. The hemoglobin of a human fetus dash A has a higher affinity for oxygen than that of an adult. B has a lower affinity for oxygen than that of the adult. C its affinity for oxygen is the same as that of an adult. D has only two protein subunits instead of four. And the correct answer for this question is A. The hemoglobin of a human fetus has a higher affinity for oxygen than that of adult. Maternal and fetal blood never mix during pregnancy, but they come very much close to each other in the placenta. So oxygen diffuses easily to fetal hemoglobin in this particular region. So the reason fetal hemoglobin has a higher affinity is it is composed of two alpha and two gamma subunits, while adult hemoglobin is composed of two alpha and two beta subunits. So this is what is the difference between hemoglobin of the human fetus and the adult human. I hope you understood this. Question number 76. Which one of the following statements is incorrect about menstruation? A. The beginning of the cycle of menstruation is called menarche. B. During normal menstruation about 40 ml blood is lost. C. The menstrual fluid can easily clot. D. At menopause in the female there is especially abrupt increase in the gonadotropic hormones. And the correct answer for this question is C. So this is the incorrect statement, that is the menstrual fluid can easily clot is the incorrect statement. Friends, menstrual fluid is loaded with anticoagulants that breaks down the thick blood clots and prevents the blood from clotting. This helps in maintaining a free flow consistency. In menstrual blood, plasminogen activators are also present which cause fibrinolysis that dissolves the clot. And that is the real reason why menstrual fluid can easily clot is a wrong statement. It can't easily clot because it's loaded with anticoagulants. Question number 77. Which one of the following is the most likely root cause why menstruation is not taking place in regularly cycling human female? A. Retention of well-developed corpus luteum. B. Fertilization of the ovum. C. Maintenance of the hypertrophical endometrial lining. D. Maintenance of high concentration of sex hormones in the bloodstream. And the correct answer for this question is B. Fertilization of the ovum. Friends, menstrual cycle is a natural change, right? It occurs in the uterus and the ovary of the fertile female, and that's an essential part of the sexual reproduction. Now, it is necessary for the production of eggs. Now, in human female, the menstrual cycle occurs repeatedly, thereby producing an ovum or an egg each time, and the egg remains there for 24 hours without fertilization. So once the egg is fertilized, there won't be any menstrual cycle. Question number 78. Fetal ejection reflex in human female is induced by dash. A. Differentiation of the mammary glands. B. Pressure exerted by the amniotic fluid. C. Release of oxytocin from the pituitary. D. Fully developed fetus and placenta. And the correct answer for this question is D. Fully developed fetus and placenta is the thing which induces the fetal ejection reflex in human females. Friends, parturition is an induced and a very complex mechanism which involves both the nervous and the hormonal system. In this, the signals are basically originated from a fully developed fetus in the placenta itself. And because of this, it leads to mild uterine contractions, you may say. And this brings about the fetal ejection reflex. Then oxytocin acts on the uterine muscles, leading to strong uterine contractions. It mainly works on the myometrium. And this further continues to much more stronger contractions, which thereby it's called as a labor pain. As a result, the baby is expelled out of the uterus with placenta through the birth canal. So this is the reason why the correct answer here would be fully developed fetus and placenta. Question number 79. Which one of the following statements about morula in humans is correct? A. It has more cytoplasm and more DNA than an uncleaved zygote. B. It has almost equal quantity of cytoplasm as an uncleaved zygote but much more DNA. C. It has far less cytoplasm as well as less DNA than in an uncleaved zygote. D. It has more or less equal quantity of cytoplasm and DNA as in uncleaved zygote. And the correct answer for this question is B. So, the morula in humans has almost equal quantity of cytoplasm as an uncleaved zygote but much more DNA. So please keep this in mind. The rapid cell divisions that transform the single cell zygote into a multicellular structure is called as cleavage. Now the daughter cells that are produced are called as blastomeres or blastomeres, right? And there is a rapid cell division. Okay, so there is rapid cell division, but there is no growth phase. Now, what happens is when the first cleavage occurs, two cells are formed, which then divide to form four, and so on. The 16-celled embryonic stage, which we call it as morula, at times even the 32-cell stage, we call it as morula. Okay, the rapid cell divisions during cleavage in the zygote are not accompanied by increase in the cell mass because there is a short interphase and which results in a decrease in the size of blastomeres with increasing number as total cytoplasmic mass remains similar to that of the zygote. And this is the reason why morula has almost same cytoplasmic mass as that of the zygote. Since each cleavage is accompanied by DNA replication, equal distribution of double DNA to daughter cells, hence, each cell division doubles the DNA content of the morula. And this is the reason why we can say that morula has almost equal quantity of cytoplasm as an uncleaved zygote but much more DNA. Which one of the following statement is correct about Sertoli cells being also called as nurse cells? A. Found in adrenal cortex and secretes adrenaline. B. Found in ovaries and secretes progesterone. C. Found in pancreas and secretes cholecystokinin. D. Found in seminiferous tubules and provides nutrition of the germ cells. And the correct answer here is D. So Sertoli cells are found in the seminiferous tubules and they do provide nutrition to the germ cells, and this is the reason why they are also called as nurse cells. Friends, I'm sure this series will help you. Please do like and subscribe if you're new to my channel and hit the bell icon. Start studying with me. Thank you.